In today's video, we're going to talk about how to build the ultimate Tele. A little backstory for today's episode. I've always been a humbucker fan. My number one guitar is a Les Paul. However, I got reached out to about 2 years ago to play in the first country band, and then last year I played with a country artist called Ethan Wooten. Playing with him, I got into Telecasters to get that Nashville sound and just honestly fell in love with it, and ever since then I've kind of been a Tele player. Now, I was driving back from, I think we were playing Jacksonville State University, a frat party. At the time, I was playing an American Strat. But there was something off with the neck. I didn't feel like I was connected with it as I am, say, like my Les Paul or some of my other guitars. But I needed it because that was the sound and the character that I was going for, right? So I stopped into a Guitar Center on the way home, like every good guitarist does, and fell in love with this made in Mexico Telecaster. This is a Player Series, Player Plus Top, I think is what they call it. I got it from Guitar Center. I got it on sale for $600. They just so offered me, I think, like $800 for my American Tele. So I said, done, 1-for-1 trade. Now, the reason why I was comfortable enough trading my American for a Mexican is, one, I'm a sucker for flame top. So the fact that this flame top was so perfect, I'll see if I can get some good shots of it so you can see it, really sold me on it. Two, the neck. That, like, we're really neck players, and this is one of the best necks that I've played. And it's just one of those guitars that whenever you play it, whoever the luthier was for this guitar, he knows how to make an instrument. And this is just one of those where you pick it up and you're like, this is a Mexican? No way. That's just how it is. The neck is beautiful. It looks like a topography map if I show you the wood grain. The figuring on it looks like a topography map. The only thing I've changed so far is I put some locking tuners on it. That's it. Now, the thing that, because I also play a Strandberg, and I have like 4 Teles now, because I'm just a Tele guy. I have some that are, I have a Strandberg, which is like an astronaut's Tele. I've got a Brinson Tele, that's an amazing Tele. Then I have my Fender Tele. So what we're going to do today is, I got a good deal on the Fishman Fluence pickups, so I'm going to install them and kind of just play through it, let you hear the difference. So now I'm going to switch. So I can't keep things completely the same between the pickups, so kind of have to give that disclaimer. Right now my guitar is set up for E flat standard, and it has 10s to 46, I think. It has 10s on it, standard set of 10s, and I have it in E flat, and I usually put it down in D standard as well. So this has been like my metal and really my metal and country guitar. But I'm going to put 10s on it, or 9s on it, which I typically play 9s, both in E flat standard and in E standard. I have a really delicate touch. And it's going to have the Fishman Fluence pickups in it. So anyways, here's some shots of me playing this guitar just so you can get an idea of before of what it sounds like, and then we're going to do after. I should state that the reason why I am changing the pickups on here is that they're really noisy. I've played in bars where they're really noisy, and when you're playing a Tele, that's like the worst nightmare. There are some tricks I've learned to do. Like, I really enjoy the middle position so you can cut it. I've set up gates. But this packaging is claiming that these are completely noiseless, and all of the reviews that I'm reading are saying that they are noiseless, but they still have all of the goodness. It's not like a Fender noiseless pickup, which, by the way, the reviews on those are horrible. Say stay away from them. So I did. All right, here's some playing. Alright, so I got home with a Fishman Fluence pickup set, and this was a process to get them installed. First thing I noticed is that, oh snap, I can put a humbucker in the neck, or a small P90. Keep that in mind. Now, I actually had to chisel out some of the wood here in the pickup cavity to make this fit. This was so that it'll sit flush on the body. There was a little bit of excess there. Alright, so there's actually one more upgrade I'm doing to the Telecaster, but it's currently in the shop and I don't know when I'm going to get it back. So just an overview of the pickups. I love the new Fishman pickups. It completely translated, it just took that guitar to a whole different level. The Fishman Fluence pickups, you basically get 2 voicings out of them. So you can think of having like 6 Telecasters in one. When you learn how to like really dial stuff in, it's insane. Whenever you see me push a button in the video, I'm switching between 2 different voicings. One voice is based on a late 50s, early 60s white pickup guard, so that's like your more trebly, kind of think of like the country twang. And then the second voicing is supposed to be a black guard or like a late 60s sound, so it gives it a little bit more body to it. So it's really fascinating. You honest to God get about like, it sounds like 2 different Telecasters in one, and the knobs, the pots on them are super slick. So to finish this and make it the ultimate Telecaster for me, I went ahead and got a Fender Roasted Maple board. And I bought their board that was basically a replication of an Ibanez Wizard neck. It has a 12-degree radius, which I know is Fender most of the time, or Gibson radius. Most of the time you'll see Ibanez's with like a 6/16/9, and then my Strandberg is a 20. I tend to like a little bit flatter radius. I just think it's more comfortable for my hand. I've got weird alien fingers. Like my spread, I can spread from the 3rd fret to the 9th fret. Like it's kind of crazy. And also they call it a flattened oval profile. So think of like, I mean, it's a Wizard neck. That's what it feels like. It feels like a Fender version of a Wizard neck. For me, I play very technical, but also very bluesy. I learn how to play the blues. That's how I learned to play guitar. So you'll see me with all 5 fingers on the board. And this neck just really supports it. Again, there's nothing wrong with the neck that was on here. It was a 9.5 radius. It's just, if I'm going to make this the ultimate Tele, I figured I want to make it the ultimate Tele. Now, some of you may be wondering, like, man, why is he doing all this on the Telecaster? Isn't it good as is? And it is. But what I want to encourage you is, I had really bad gas, okay? I have my eyes on a Strandberg Classic, but I don't want to drop another $2,000 on a guitar. So all the thing that you saw me do, I basically took a guitar that I got for $600 and I put about $600 in parts into to it. So I spent $600 making this the ultimate guitar for me and what I love to do and what I typically play live, versus dropping $2,000 on another guitar to eat up another rack space. I'll probably still get the Strandberg. I just got to sell some gear. So if you could like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be great. Hey, but to wrap this up, the Fishman pickups are great. They're truly noiseless and they're super hot output, and the sustain is just. I still got to dial in my Telemaster Pro for the Telecaster, which I'll do that in probably a separate video doing like a Telecaster preset. But the Tele is the ultimate instrument. Listen, a Telecaster and a Les Paul, you can get any sound. Now, my biggest argument with Telecasters is usually I can make it sound like anything from a 335 to a Strat, but I can't get a good, believable Les Paul sound. But on the flip side, on my Les Paul, I can get everything from a Strat to a 335 sound, but I can't get a good Tele sound. This Telecaster, it's not a replacement for my Les Paul, but boy is it close. The noiseless pickups in conjunction with that middle position and pushed in, yeah, whenever I get it back, I'm going to show you. So the next video I'll have coming out, if I don't do another Telemaster Pro video, is going to be the comparison between Roasted Maple and regular Maple. Can we hear a difference? Let me know in the comment section what you think it's going to be like. And, if you appreciate this style of content, and if you watched it up to this point, please consider checking out my Patreon. Not only are you supporting me and the channel and the business that I'm trying to build on the internet, but you are also supporting yourself, because there are over 100 different guitar articles published. If you want to study with me on a one-on-one context, I have a group webinar where it's $40 a month. You get access to at least 2 webinars a month, and they're all recorded and cataloged with all the learning material. So you can really learn guitar and music theory at your own pace and with a community that loves guitar. So for those who are already patrons, thank you so much for your support. I love and appreciate you guys. I genuinely cannot believe the rally that's happening right now, but you guys are just making my dream a reality. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support. Another big news for the channel is I am officially monetized, so thank you guys so much for all the love and the support. It just blows my mind that we've been growing at the rate that we have, and let's just keep it going. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.